Got him. Little 2-inch bellows gill. Nice little green sunfish. Got one, guys. Feels a little better too. And the bellows gill and spy jig. It's a nice one. All right, guys, we just got dropped off in a pretty crappy looking overpass by this creek. We've got about a 2.5 mile float back to the truck. We're gonna see if we can catch some bass this afternoon. But I'm going 1 rod, 1 reel, Art Gravity, my new 7-1 gear to ratio 1, just my fanny pack, paddleboard, Handing Magic 6-foot rod. Oh, it's got him. Nice bass, guys. Spy jig fish. Guys, I spooked a couple of bass. They were seriously probably 4 to 5 pounds. Probably about like solid 4s back there. And I just can't get them to eat now. So that's just kind of going to show you live and you learn. And next time I come back here, I will be a lot more stealthy. But the sun finally came out today. I got the spy jig on because those big bass just looked at the hard tiny glide and we're not interested at all. So I'm thinking that it's going to take something extra finessey today to get these bass to eat. But there's fish number 1 for this afternoon, guys. 1.8 inch Moondog Mighty Minnow on their 1/16 ounce spy jig on the one combo that I brought, that little Handing Magic and the Art Gravity. Hopefully we can have some more fun this afternoon, y'all. Gorgeous area, guys. Just no biting fish right now. Like I said, I saw those 2 really good ones. I'm so mad because I'm pretty sure they saw me before I saw them, and then I couldn't get them to eat anything. Caught that little one by a lay down, and there was a nice pool of water back there that I fished with a bunch of stuff. Tried to get a reaction bite. No takers. We're just gonna keep pushing on downstream, find some deep water again, and hope for the best. We're coming up on another fishable pool of water here, guys. So it seems. Definitely looks like it's gonna get deep enough to fish. I see rocks out in the middle though, so it doesn't look very deep in parts, but maybe there'll be a fish or 2. Really pretty waterfall there, guys. Some tiny bluegill. No bass up there yet. It's still only about ankle deep through that water. I got one, guys. The heck? On the bellows gill. Wow. All right, so I missed one on footage back there. I caught him on the grub in the flashback mini, but that is a secret weapon. I only pull that out when I am just desperate, guys. And maybe I'll just have to start fishing it more often because it is a flat out killer. Just a flat out killer. That is a pale, but still very pretty green sunfish. I had no expectations to catch anything through here. It's ankle deep, but I put that little 2-inch bellows gill on, guys. And maybe that's what it'll take to get some of these creek bass to commit. I'm hoping so, because that's all there is in here for them to eat is little bitty panfish. So I got another panfish, guys. Man, and that's the first time I've been able to get even the sunfish to bite. So I think that's a good sign, guys. I'm really hoping that's a good sign. Yeah, I got you that time. Man, they've been able to dodge the flashback mini just because of the hook, but you can't dodge a drop shot hook, little fella. God, he hammered it too. Yeah, so I couldn't get these little guys to stick on the flashback mini hook, so I decided to go with a very exposed hook on a little bitty drop shot hook with the 2-inch bellows gill. Y'all have been seeing me throw the drop shots a lot in these creeks, and it's pretty much because they always short strike it. And I see another nice one right there. Let's see if he'll bite. He turned on it. Eat it. Got him. Is that a nice one or is that a panfish? It's a pretty nice panfish actually, guys. That is a really good sized green sunfish on that little drop shot. These bass are over there just passing this thing up, which is crazy. I don't know what it's going to take to make the decent sized ones bite. They just spook off whenever you get close to them. They spook off with the bait even if they don't see you. We're at least catching some fish, guys. I'm okay with that. Little 2-inch bellows gill. Nice little green sunfish. On the Finesse bait caster, y'all. A lot of fun. Got him, guys. Another bass. Dang it, there's two really nice ones though right ahead of me. A little bit bigger than this one. I'm gonna see if I can catch one of them too. But like I said, guys, still catching some fish. This is turning into a fun little trip. It started off pretty dang rough again though. I couldn't figure out a way to make them eat. We got about 2 hours left of daylight and we're gonna try to make the most of it here, y'all. There's one. All right, guys, another bass. That might be one of the little bit better ones I've been seeing. Oh, he's still fairly small, but they're stacked up on this pinch point right under this pipe, guys. Taking something very, very finessey today. A little 2-inch G-crack bellows gill starting to put in work, y'all. I told y'all at the very beginning, but it's on my 6-foot handing, my Art Gravity BFS reel 7-to-1 version on 4-pound fluoro, guys. 4-pound Abrazex. We're gonna be in for a real battle if I catch a bass that's like even 2 or 3 pounds. Got one, guys. What is that? Just another green sunny. Got this lay down on the drop shot. I got the BELLOWS GILL nose hooked now, just because it kind of got wore out along the shank. But there's a pretty sunfish. Another one, guys. There's sunfish all over this laydown, apparently. That's a nice one too there, boys. Green sunfish. Darker black top, yellow bottom with the turquoise along the gill plate. Always pretty. Another dead giveaway is the yellowish white bottom fins that they have. And they always have a little bit bigger mouth as well. Really pretty. Had something on for a while, guys, because I had to get my line out of the tree. It's like another green sunny. That little green sunny was holding on to it for a long time, guys. Let him go. With that little BELLOWS GILL nose hooked, it does get a lot more of a little tail shimmy there, guys. Not sure it helped me on that last catch, but I do think it helped me catch those bass. I did have one decent I did have a bass at least bite it by a laydown. He ran with it sideways, I lifted and it wasn't there, so I don't know how, if it just had like the end of the bait or what, but seems like the bass are pretty dang smart again this afternoon. But I'm gonna hope that here at dusk there's gonna be a few more that we can get to bite, guys. So far just little bass and green sunfish, which is better than no fish. But man, I know for a fact I've seen these fish with my own 2 eyes, guys. I know that we could dang near have a 20-pound limit on this little creek in one trip if we put it together right, and if we come when the bass are actually eating. I mean, that's how solid the fish are in here. So at some point we're gonna have to come here and just clobber them, but it's fishing real tough again this afternoon. I got another fish, guys. My line's caught up on a branch again. Good thing that wasn't a good sized bass, guys, because I have 4-pound test on. Probably would have broke me, but just a green sunfish. Got him through the nose again. The wind turned out today like it was supposed to. That's probably one of the prettier ones we've caught today, at least. The wind is definitely starting to show out now though, guys. And I think that's one of the reasons why my line ended up into that tree, but still getting a few bites here at dusk. Got one, guys. Feels a little better too. Oh yeah. There we go. There's a keeper bass. And the BELLOWS GILL and Spy Jig. It's a nice one. Woo! Had to cover some water to catch a good bass today, but he's worth it. I can land him. Got him. He choked that bellows gill. Good grief. That is awesome, guys. Thank goodness. That's a 17-inch crake chunk there, y'all. Good stuff. I was finally able to stick a keeper on the little 2-inch bellows gill there, guys, on the 1/16 ounce spy jig. Look at that chunk. All right, let's let her go. Well, boys, that's going to do it for this edit. I honestly thought it was going to be a bit more productive than that, seeing that we actually had a warmer day, and the fish still do not seem like they want to chase anything yet, the bass that is. A good sign from today is that this is the first time that I've caught panfish in a long time that I've had a green sunfish bite. So honestly, that is a good thing. A lot of the other fish get active first, and then the bass follow suit and kind of start chasing them around. So now that the panfish are moving around, I'm hoping that the bass will get their butt in gear and start chasing baits again, because I would really like to start catching some fish on moving baits again. Because how I had to catch them today, guys, you had to make the cast to cover before you got anywhere close to it, and you had to just pray that there was a bass hugged right up to it, because that's where I caught the one keeper size one, and at that little pinch point with the drop shot, that's where I caught most of my bass as well. Throwing around the 2-inch bellows gill honestly is always a pretty good time, whether you throw it on a spy jig, a flashback mini, a drop shot. There's a lot of different ways to throw it. You can throw it on a jig. You can get creative with it, and it's not a long profile obviously, but it does have some width. So if you can put it in front of a good sized bass, a lot of times they will take a pass at it, and that's one of the kind of baits that I really enjoy throwing. And if you're looking for a way to support the channel, guys, probably the best way to support the channel, pick up a small baits and big fish fish ruler, guys. If you want to get in on the monthly bait finesse, big bass, and big fish challenges, I have a bass category, I have an open category. Go out, catch a tank, take a picture of it, lips closed on zero, tail pinch best you can at the end, preferably with the rod and reel and lure that you caught that fish with in the photo. Send it to me at my Gmail account or on Instagram, and y'all are entered to win. It's a one-time purchase of 35 bucks, but it gets you entry into all future reoccurring challenges, guys. And like I said, if you want to pick one of those up, go ahead and send me an email that I leave linked in the pinned comment below. It's my Gmail account. But other than that, if y'all enjoyed this float trip, please leave a like for me. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet, guys. Talk with me in the comments below. Check out more bait finesse bass action in the pinned comment below, and check out links to gear that I leave in the description above. But other than that, y'all take her easy, and we'll catch you on the next one. There's one. All right, guys, another bass. That might be one of the little bit better ones I've been seeing. He's still fairly small, but they're stacked up on this pinch point right under this pipe, guys.